All right, thank you again for joining me. So, I want to talk about the SIM registration and the name registration, which actually went live recently, whereby the Minister of Communications, Isa Patami, said something about blocking SIM cards that are not linked to NIN, which is National Identity Number. This has been causing a lot of uproar in the country. People are worried because the deadline is very, very, very near, and it will be difficult to meet up with that, given the fact that the period that we found ourselves in, which is this corona virus period, that people are actually trying to restrict movement and also control the way they interact with other people, is going to be a problem to get people to go and register, even given the fact that just a few numbers of people in the country have registered. Not even half of the population have registered for that thing. Talk less of uh, giving a deadline that is as short as that. So right now we're expecting over maybe around 99 million people or thereabout that are yet to be registered for NIN to do so within 3 weeks, which is impossible. Even MTN, which is just a single network provider, said that they need up to 6 months for them to be able to link SIM cards to their NIM, which is a national identity number. 6 months for just one network. So you can imagine other networks also giving their own dates. And meanwhile, the Minister of Communication is saying that he's giving just 3 weeks for people to go and do that. So people have complained and are still complaining. Even National Assembly has disagreed with that with that order. So right now they've reverted now the whole thing and said, okay, they're extending it. That if you have a NIN and yet to link it, that they're extending it by 3 weeks, which will be around the 19th of January. That will be now the deadline. And if you don't have at all, which is you need to go and get one, it's been extended now to about 6 weeks, which is going to be around the 9th of February. But what this might actually lead to now is a spike in COVID-19, which is something no one wants. But given the way it is going right now, even just today in Alausa, if you look at the images shared by channels and other news outlets, you realize that we are going to have a very high spike in COVID-19 very soon, given the population that gathered in all those places trying to get their NIN, because a lot of people don't have this. Just within how many months, the NIN was said to have just registered 700 and something thousand people, which is about 150,000 people every month. And given the population of Nigeria, we know how many million, which Nigeria is projected to be around 180 million. Some people say around 200 million. So you can imagine what it will take to register all those people. So it is impossible to get all those things done within 3 weeks, within 6 weeks, or within even 9 weeks. It is a very short period to get that done. And people are saying that this should be extended to at least December 31st of 2021. At least give it a year. Since you've announced it now, people already know that they need to do that, and they will begin to put it in the agenda and work towards it. Even if everybody wants to do it, which I believe, everybody should want to do that. But the infrastructure that we have in the country, is it going to make it happen? Is it possible that it will contain that amount of workflow? We know how these things work. When you get there, you stay in the queue, and they start calling one by one. Sometimes people have to pay to get it done. That's to show you how the system is not well structured. That's to show you how the inefficiency in the system. And yet you want it to be fast. Assuming they even have an online portal, it would be nice. That is what a lot of people are doing now. That's what a lot of agencies are doing now, which is to have an online portal. So you don't need to actually go to a physical location. You don't need to go to any office to go and queue, which is going to cause a spike in COVID-19. You don't know who you are standing next to. You don't know who you are sitting next to. You don't know what they have. You don't know their medical condition. They might have COVID or something. They might have the symptoms. And you can get infected in the process. So, but if they have an online portal, which is something I think that they should consider, so people can easily do this on their phones, they can do this on their laptops, you don't have to go to anywhere, and it can be fast because everybody can be doing it at the same time. Now, it will not depend on the infrastructure they have, if their website or whatever is strong enough to carry that population, because millions of people are yet to register. And we expect the government to understand this, but just in case they don't know, they should know this is going to cause a spike. It's going to be a super spreader for COVID-19. Let's just watch and see. But we hope that this gets resolved. Even the 3 weeks and the 6 week extension they are giving, I still think it is very, very short, a very short period of time, given the infrastructure that we have. Nigerian system, we know that a lot of things still need to be upgraded. A lot of things still need to be worked on. So it's not as if that they can't do it, but they don't have enough manpower. They don't have enough structure to make that happen. So the easiest way to go about it is to have an online portal where people can just go individually, register, sign up, get their numbers, and maybe get other verification process to make that happen. That will be faster. And then they'll find a way to link it. Even the companies that will link it are saying they need 6 months. Then you're expecting those that don't even have at all and all of that to get their asses together and get it done within 3 weeks. I mean, let's just see how it works out. But that is a suggestion to them if they are listening to this, or if you have access to someone that has influence in this, they should know. Having an online portal is something that they should have done and they should be smart about, and that is going to help to alleviate the whole pains that people are going to go through this period to get it done. So let's see how it goes, and that's what I have to say. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next one.